Hi Kickstarter, my name is Darr and I'm a comedian out here in New York City. And it is snowing a lot and I don't like it. Please donate to my video.
Alright, again. So the reason I started this campaign is because I'm trying to raise money for a new short film I wrote that I'm very excited about. So 4 years ago, I moved to New York City to follow my dream of doing stand-up comedy. 4 years ago, all my friends and family back home thought it was the coolest thing ever. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Everyone was very supportive. They're like, oh, it's so courageous, yada yada.
I've never been fired before. Getting fired is really, really awkward. It was kind of a lot like the morning after you have sex with somebody. You know, I got up, I thanked them for the opportunity. I shook their hands and I got the hell out of it.
4 years later, not so much. It's not as cool. Everyone's not quite as supportive of it because, they all graduated school and they got married, they bought houses, they got real jobs, they make more money than I do, and I'm still sort of in the same spot I was 4 years ago. So, the point of this movie, what I kind of wanted to capture was that struggle that, that you have to reconcile that with yourself, to be like, well, everyone else I know is doing all this other stuff, and here I am in the same spot. So the name of the movie that I wrote is $5 or Less. And the reason I called it this is because my bank has a rule that any transaction under $5 or less, they don't charge you an overdraft fee for. So if you've got like 1 cent in your bank account, as long as everywhere you go, you only spend $5, they'll never charge you an overdraft fee. And so that's sort of what my character in the movie is kind of going through while he's dealing with these other questions about what to do with his life. I've had a lot of previous experience making web series, making sketches. I've worked on a lot of other short films. I've done commercial work.
I've got like 64 ingredients. I'm very healthy.
But I think this film is really the next step in my evolution as a comedian because it's more dramatic, it's longer, it's a more complicated thing to make, and I'm really excited about it because it's very personal and it's something I'm very proud of. I'd like to submit it to festivals, etc. So I really think this is the next step for me. So one of the biggest advantages of being a stand-up comedian is I can take my personal problems, anything embarrassing or sad that happens to me, and I can turn it into a joke.
I look like a Gap Kids model, let himself go.
And it's sort of how I deal with my problems. And so I'm always inspired by TV shows or movies that kind of do that same thing. So I like those kind of movies and shows that can take darkness or human sadness and tragedies, things that people are going through that are realistic, that are relatable, and turn them into something funny. So although this film is more in the realm of what I can accomplish now, it's definitely a challenge. I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to write something that was a little more dramatic than any of my previous sketches or web series, or something to be a little more complicated to make. I wanted to bring a higher production value to it. And that's really why we're asking for the $1,000, because I want to have the ability to, although it is a community effort, and most of the stuff's going to be taken care of, I want to make sure we could get lenses, we could get lighting, that we could provide food for the actors and transportation for them, because I want to keep them engaged, I want to keep them energized and bring that higher production value to it. So thank you for watching my Kickstarter video. I hope it wasn't too painful. Please check out our rewards, check out the links to my other work, and spread the word, and I really hope you'll join us and support this project.